9 things in your home that you should clean every day. 1. Kitchen towels. Kitchen towels are one of the items that should be washed most often due to their continuous exposure to food remains and bacteria. Although they may not always look dirty, they accumulate a large number of microorganisms that proliferate easily in their tissues. As a consequence, they can contaminate other surfaces and elements that can cause us to develop diseases when they make contact with our body. 2. Keys. Keys are one of the most contaminated elements that we have in our home. Despite this, we rarely worry about disinfecting them. Keys are in contact with our hands, pockets, and various surfaces that can contain viruses and bacteria. Therefore, to avoid health problems, it's best to wash them daily with disinfectant soap or clean them with antiseptic wipes. 3. The sponge you use to wash the dishes. Sponges are one of the dirtiest and most contaminated objects in the kitchen, although they're ironically designed to clean. They accumulate food remains, dirt, and water, which helps create a suitable environment for the growth of fungi and bacteria. Using sponges without cleaning them is related to the risk of suffering from digestive and viral diseases. 4. Sinks. Some people think that sinks aren't easily contaminated. This is because they come into contact with traces of antibacterial soap every time someone uses them. However, this idea is totally wrong, since bacteria and fungi proliferate easily on their wet surface. Dead skin cells, dirt, and other debris are the perfect foods for these microorganisms. 5. Coffee makers. The walls of coffee makers also create an ideal environment for the growth of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that can affect our health. It's necessary to clean it every day and disassemble each of its parts to remove all the traces of coffee. 6. Cutting boards. The cutting boards that we use in the kitchen to cut food are the focal point of hundreds of microbes and fungi that affect health because they're exposed to food and moisture. It's common for microorganisms to proliferate very easily on their surface. Luckily, we can disinfect them naturally, taking advantage of, for example, the antibacterial properties of lemons or white vinegar. 7. Makeup brushes. The continuous use of makeup brushes and foams, in addition to their contact with the skin, are the reasons why they should be washed every day. Although we don't usually notice this, dead cells and bacteria accumulate in these brushes. Later, they can affect the health of our skin. 8. Toilets. For obvious reasons, our toilets are one of the household items that are most contaminated with bacteria and mold. The wet surface of toilets enables microorganisms to survive, especially when we don't clean them on a regular basis. This not only increases the risk of contracting a disease when we come into contact with a toilet, but almost always gives rise to strong and unpleasant odors. 9. Bathroom tiles. Bathroom tiles are surfaces that catch water, bacteria, and traces of products that can affect our health.